Hey random viewer, you're probably wondering how Nintendo makes so much money and remains so profitable. Well, it's really simple. They release old games, sell them at full prices, and add nothing to them. That's their model. That's it. Yeah, so it's like a real battle of mediocrity among these remakes. I mean, you're either getting a really good remake or absolute dog crap, and there's no in between. I mean, most times it really is just a dog crap remake, and Donkey Kong is another one of those, because it really is just a 14-year-old game again on the Nintendo Switch with virtually no changes for full price. And it becomes clear that this is Nintendo's biggest problem, is that they just keep releasing these games that are the same thing that you've already played, and you have to pay full price for it, when there's games like Metroid Prime Remastered, which are absolutely perfect, and yet they don't even cost as much as stuff like Donkey Kong. And it makes me sad, because Nintendo's meant to be the company that promotes quality and good products and amazing games, and yet they just do their remakes so horribly most of the time. I mean, there are exceptions like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a pretty good offer in my opinion. Like 96 courses now, so many upgrades that you see. I haven't even played most of them. I think that's a pretty good offering, but most things like Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe or Donkey Kong Country Returns HD are just plain boring remakes with nothing new happening, and you're still paying full price for them. So I have no choice but to say this is an issue of being too expensive and not you guys being broke. Hey look, it's the PS5 Pro, or as Microsoft likes to call it, the Xbox 5 Pro. Yeah, this one isn't going to sit well with most people, because that price point is $700. I see why it doesn't sit well with people, because this is an absolutely crazy price point for what is essentially a lesser product when you think about it, because it doesn't have a disk drive, it doesn't come with a stand, and it's basically just a marginal upgrade graphically. So tell me why anyone would want to get this over the base PS5. I mean, the answer to this is already obvious. It's simple. It's too expensive. It's like, why is it priced so highly? There's nothing new here that looks that good to price it that far high. And what it says for the future of PlayStation is horrible, because it means that the PS6 is probably going to be pushing $800. An $800 console. Who has the money to buy that? Nobody. So, expensive. This might be crazy to say, but I never understood the hype of GTA. I always thought that Red Dead was probably more interesting to me, but that doesn't really matter that much. GTA 6, there's rumors and talks that it's gonna cost $100, and well, this might sound crazy, but I don't think it's a problem really. I think that, well, GTA has always been one of the few franchises that promotes quality. It's never been for me, but the quality is undeniable. So if they say it's worth $100, I believe Rockstar, it's worth $100. And I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, microtransactions, all of that. And I mean, like, well, yes, but this is GTA. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. If they don't think they can justify $100, they won't justify $100. If they think they can justify it, they'll justify it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be one of the greatest games ever released in the history of gaming. It's amazing. And I have no doubt that whatever it's priced at, it will live up to the price. If anyone disagrees with me, then you're just broke. You got no money. You can't buy the game, so you're just complaining, but it's GTA, man. It'll be worth it. Trust. So, broke. So, to answer the question, yeah, gaming is expensive now. It's way too expensive, and it's particularly because there's so many games coming out that don't deserve to be at their price point. I mean, if you look at something like Donkey Kong, if it was like $30, maybe even $40, it would be fine. But when you're pricing it at such a high point of $60, you're really just sucking away money soullessly from the fans that support your company. And then you look at something like the PS5 Pro, and it's like, you're making me pay $700 for an unfinished product that I have to put together myself. I mean, that's just sad. And I think it just goes to show what the industry is, because it extends further than just this. So many games are releasing at $70. and they're not even worth it. Remember Cyberpunk? Remember how that went? Remember how people hyped that up and then it just ended up crashing? Or even a recent example, Concord, just shows that the industry is not where it should be and it's really in trouble. And the biggest reason is because of rising budgets. Gaming companies think that they need to make the most graphically beautiful game in the world for it to be successful. But then games like Astrobot just prove that no, that's not how it works. A good, fun game will do well if you just put the work in. It doesn't need to be high budget, and it doesn't need to do that well. It can just be a moderate success, and that's still good. But gaming companies have been fooled into thinking, it has to have $400 million behind it. It has to be on the best engine in the world. It has to look realistic. But then, no, it doesn't. So, I think the biggest issue is just get the budgets down and focus on more creative projects that don't require a high budget like Astrobot. And then you'll solve a lot of these issues. But I don't think that will happen anytime soon because I don't see gaming companies learning that. But hey, what do I know? I'm just master mode. No experience at talking these random things. So, see ya.